Hey, wrestling fans and gamers at heart. Are you ready to step into the most epic ring of 2025? Because today, I bring you my review of WWE 2K25, the game that promises to be Roman Reigns' spear straight to the soul of wrestling fans. If you thought the drama of WrestleMania was intense, wait until you see what this game has in store. Graphics that look like they're straight out of a live PPV, game modes that will make you shout, "This is awesome!" And some little things that, well, let's just say they need a referee to check them out. Let's start with what we all noticed first, the graphics. WWE 2K25 is, without a doubt, the best looking game in the franchise so far. The wrestler models are so detailed that you could count Roman Reigns' tattoos or see the sweat dripping from Cody Rhodes' forehead after a crossroads. The skin textures, the muscles, even the shine on the championship belts. It feels like we're watching a live event. The entrances are on another level. The pyrotechnics explode as if we were at WrestleMania 41, and the cinematic cameras make you feel like you're part of the show. For example, when Becky Lynch enters with her music blasting, you almost expect the crowd to start chanting the man in your living room. And speaking of the crowd, it's clear that Visual Concepts gave them a little more love this year. They no longer look like clones from a PS2 game, although, to be honest, they still have those weird animations that seem to say, "Hey look, I'm here, but I don't know what to do with my hands." That said, not everything is perfect. Some facial expressions still look like they came from a meme. For example, when Nia Jax takes a hit, sometimes she looks like she's thinking, "Why did I agree to this match?" instead of showing pain. But overall, the presentation is solid and fully immerses you in the WWE universe. If you close your eyes, well, don't, because you're playing. You'd swear you're watching Monday Night Raw. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, gameplay. WWE 2K25 keeps the formula that has worked since 2K22, but adds some twists that make the matches feel fresher. The first thing I noticed was the return of chain wrestling, that mini-game where you fight for control of the match from the start. It's like a power dance. You try to dominate, your opponent counters, and if your fingers aren't fast enough, you end up eating the mat. I love it because it adds a strategic touch to one-on-one fights. But the big new feature is the Giant archetype. Wrestlers like Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, or Nia Jax now have an extra stamina bar that acts as a shield. Want to take them down with a simple dropkick? Forget it. It's like trying to knock down a building with a feather. You have to wear them down little by little, making fights against them epic. Of course, at first, it might feel a bit unbalanced because while you're trying to break that shield, they're crushing you with a splash. But when you finally take them down, the satisfaction is immense. There are also new match types, like Bloodline rules, which are pure chaos. Imagine a ring full of allies and enemies, with interference everywhere. It's like Roman Reigns and the Usos decided to throw a party in the ring, and you're either invited or not. Underground matches are also great. A ring without ropes, with NPCs cheering from the sidelines. It's like fighting in a secret underground club, and although the NPCs sometimes get in the way, it gives the mode a unique vibe. Negative points? Some controls still feel a bit clunky, especially in ladder matches. The new minigame to unhook the briefcase is tense, but if you fail, you have to start from scratch, and trust me, that can be frustrating. Also, intergender matches, while a great addition, sometimes feel a bit unbalanced in terms of damage. But overall, the gameplay is fun and keeps you hooked. If there's one thing WWE 2K25 does well, it's giving you options. This game has more modes than superstars in a Royal Rumble. Let's break them down. Showcase, the Bloodline Dynasty. This mode is a love letter to the Bloodline fans. Narrated by Paul Heyman. Yes, the wise man himself. It takes you through the history of the Anoa'i family, from Yokozuna to Roman Reigns. You can recreate historic matches, set up dream fights, Wild Samoans versus the Dudley Boys. Yes, please. Or even change history. For example, altering the ending of Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at Royal Rumble 2022 is a dream for any fan. That said, the optional objective system can feel a bit restrictive. My Rise, Mutiny. The story mode this year is wild. Imagine NXT going rogue and trying to take over all of WWE. You, as a created superstar, have to decide which side you're on. Choices matter, and the conversations are more polished than ever. Plus, intergender matches add a fresh twist to the narrative. The downside? Some cutscenes feel a bit long, and the dialogue is, let's say, heel-turn worthy. The Island, a mall or a ring. This is the most controversial mode. The Island is an interactive online world with WWE-themed districts. Sound great, right? Well, not really. It's more of a shopping mall with some wrestling than a truly revolutionary mode. There are challenges, arenas, and you can fight other players, but the monetization is aggressive. If you want to unlock cool cosmetics, be prepared to spend VC, the in-game currency, like Tony Khan's signing talents for AEW. It's fun to explore, but it feels out of place. Other modes. MyGM now has online co-op, which is great for playing with friends. My Faction is still addictive, with weekly challenges and live events, but monetization remains an issue. Universe mode is more dynamic, with deeper rivalries and customization options that will have you spending hours tweaking shows. The sound in WWE 2K25 is a mixed bag. Wrestler entrances sound spectacular, with music that makes you want to jump off the couch and raise your fist. Commentary has improved. They're not as repetitive anymore, though there are still moments where it feels like they're calling a different match. That said, the voice acting in My Rise is questionable. Some dialogues sound like the wrestlers are reading the script for the first time. And the soundtrack, while decent, isn't as memorable as in previous games. But overall, the audio immerses you in the atmosphere, especially in narrative modes. So, is WWE 2K25 the undisputed champion of wrestling games? Almost. It has stunning graphics, solid gameplay, and enough content to keep you busy until WrestleMania 42. The new modes and mechanics are welcome, and the Bloodline Showcase is an incredible nostalgic journey. But it's not a clean finish. The Island is a failed experiment. Monetization in some modes is annoying, and there are still some minor bugs that need a hotfix. If you're a WWE fan, this game is a must-play. If you're new, the Performance Center will help you get started, but be ready for some frustrations. In my opinion, WWE 2K25 is like a Hell in a Cell match. Exciting, chaotic, and filled with moments that make you scream, but also with some low blows. Now, step into the ring and make history. And there you have it, champions. WWE 2K25 is a show you can't miss, but with some asterisks. What do you think? Have you played it yet? What are your thoughts on the Island? Leave your comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for more content. I'm leaving a video on screen that you're gonna love, and remember, in the ring and in life, always give 110%. See you in the next video. And remember, we are GamesPedia EX, your AI favorite video game source. I'll be back.